Hello dear students, we have already discussed about roots and stems. Now today we are going to discuss about another part of the plant, that is the leaf. We have already learnt about in the leaves in lower classes that leaves are the kitchen of the plants. Okay, why is it called kitchen? Just like your house, in the kitchen of your house the food is prepared, similarly in the plant the food for the whole living organisms in the world is prepared by the leaves of plants. Okay, so leaves are very important part of a plant, not only for the plant but also for all of us. Now what is called the leaf? If you see, if you take a plant, see children, this part is called the leaf of the plant. So these are all leaves of the plant. Now if you take a tulsi plant, see these are called the leaves of the plant. It is the thin, broad, flat and green part of the plant. And if you look at them, you see, if this is the tulsi plant, so the leaves are attached, this is the stem of the plant, the leaves are usually attached to the stem. Okay. Now a leaf, if you take a leaf, it has got mainly two parts. Let us see, if this is the leaf, this flat part is there and it is attached to the stem. You see here, this is the leaf and here there is a small thin pipe like part which is attaching the leaf to the plant or the stem. Okay. See here, this is the leaf and this part is attaching it to the stem. So this flat part is called lamina. What is it called? Lamina. The flat green portion of the leaf is called lamina and commonly we call it leaf blade. What is it called? Leaf blade. Now there is another part I told you, a thin tube like part which will join the leaf to the stem, that is called petiole. Okay. So what is the petiole doing? Petiole will attach the leaf to the stem. It is also called leaf stalk. What is it called? Leaf stalk. So we learned lamina and petiole. See, lamina is also called leaf blade and petiole is called leaf stalk. And what is the duty of or the function of lamina? Lamina prepares the food. Okay, that we will learn in detail. And petiole, it connects the leaf to the stem. Now if you take the leaf, you see here, if any leaf you take, here you can see a main tube going on. Okay, wet, and from that tube there are so many small tubes going. Okay, see here, it's little more clear I think. This is a main rib is there and there are so many small veins like particle, vein like part. Okay, this line is called the midrib or the main vein. What is it called? Midrib or the main vein. And there are so many small branches like that portion, they are called side veins. Okay, they are called the side veins. And these, there are many side veins or the many veins are there in the leaves. And the midrib and the vein, both of them have many small tiny tubes. And what is the duty of these tubes? These tubes carry water and minerals to the leaf, and when the leaf will prepare, from where do they bring water and minerals? The stem will bring it from the root, and when it comes to the root, to the stem, from the stem this leaf stalk will carry it to the midrib, and midrib and other veins will take it to all parts of the leaf, and the leaf will prepare food with the help of all these things. and then the prepared food will be given to all parts of the plant. Okay. So, from the leaf first it should come to the stem. So, that work will be done by the small tubes, tiny tubes. Okay. They carry water and minerals to the leaf and the prepared food from the leaf to other parts. Similarly, if you take a leaf and see, observe it under the microscope, you can see very tiny pores on it. These tiny pores are called stomata. See children, stomata you cannot see with your naked eyes. They are very, very small and cannot be seen with naked eyes. So, you need a microscope to observe it. And what is the main function of this stomata, or what work do they do? Stomata, what they do? They take the carbon dioxide from the air and they send out oxygen to the air. That is, main function of stomata is exchange of gases. So, what does the stomata do? Stomata help to exchange the gases in and out. So, whenever carbon dioxide is needed, they absorb it from the air, and when oxygen is produced in the leaf, that will be sent out to the air. This work is done by the tiny pores, tiny holes on the leaves called stomata. Now, this stomata also have another work, that is, when the plant absorbs lots of water and it will be sent to the leaves for preparation of food. Sometimes the amount of water in the leaf will be more. So, what does it do? The excess water, that is extra water in the leaf, will be evaporated and sent out through a process called transpiration. What is that process? Transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is the process of sending out or removing or getting rid of the excess water from the plant through the pores called stomata in the leaf. Okay. So, they evaporate the water through this small pores. Okay. So, that process is called transpiration. See children, because of this process transpiration, the plants also help to regulate the temperature in the atmosphere. Okay. Now, we have learned that the plants are able to prepare food. Are all plants able to prepare food? No, we know that green plants only can prepare food. Who helps the green plants to help prepare food? There is a green color pigment. There are many green color pigments which gives green color to the plants. Mainly on the leaves, these pigments are more, and they help to trap the sunlight or to absorb the sun's energy. Okay, these pigments are called chlorophyll. What are they called? Chlorophyll. So, the green pigments on the plants or especially on the leaves, which help us to trap sunlight and absorb the energy from sunlight, are called chlorophyll. Okay. What is it called? Chlorophyll. Now, if they have chlorophyll in them, then only they can prepare food. That is why some plants which do not have this chlorophyll, they won't be able to prepare their own food. Okay. Now, what do the green plants do, or what are the functions of the leaves? Let us see first that, then we will see how do the green, or what are the green plants doing. Okay. Now, what is the main function? In the beginning itself we said that the leaves are called as the kitchen of the plant. And what do the kitchen do in our house? In the kitchen, food is prepared. So, same way leaves, they make food. From where do they make food? They take water and minerals from the root, they take carbon dioxide from the air, and in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they prepare, they convert these things into food and oxygen. Now, when they prepare this food is used for the growth and development of the plant, and still there will be excess food, extra food. Okay, that food will be stored on different parts of the plant, and these different parts like fruits, seeds, leaves, stems, all different parts of the plant we have already learned where do the food come from. That chapter we have already learned about it. On different parts of the plant they store this food, and whenever the animals or any other living organism, human beings, whenever they are in need of food, they take this part and then we consume them or we eat it. Okay. So, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process, okay, that process by which the green leaves prepare their food with the help of carbon dioxide, water and minerals in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay. That is called photosynthesis. What is the meaning of the word photo? Do you know? Photo means light. Synthesis means to put together. So, in the presence of sunlight, what do the green plants do? They put all these things together. Which things do they put together? They take carbon dioxide, they take water, minerals, and they put together to form food and oxygen. Both food and oxygen are needed for all other living organism for their survival, and we all other organisms, they get energy from this food and this oxygen. That is why we say plants are the producers, and solar energy or the sun's energy is the ultimate source of energy in the universe. Okay. Now, what are the other work or the other functions of the leaf? Leaves help the plant to get rid of excess water from that, and what is that process called? That process is called transpiration. Okay. We just now we discussed through the process of transpiration, that means evaporation of excess water from the leaves, or the excess water in the plant gets evaporated through the leaves, through the stomata of the leaves, and this process is called transpiration. So, leaves help the plants to get rid of excess water through transpiration. Another important function of the leaf is they carry out respiration. What is meaning of respiration? After breathing, after taking in the oxygen from the air, what they do, they help the food to get digested and give to all parts of the plant. That means leaves carry out the process of respiration in plants and produce energy from the food. Here the leaves, they for respiration they take oxygen, but for preparation of food they use carbon dioxide. Okay. Using carbon dioxide they prepare the food, and for that particular plant, whichever plant is producing the food, what they do, they send out the food to all parts of the plant and give energy to the plant. Okay. Now, we learnt about photosynthesis in detail, that is the process of making food in the green plants with the help of water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Now, that reaction, what is actually happening, I have written it here. You can see that carbon dioxide and water, they combine in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and what do we get? We get food and oxygen. Now, I will show you the picture of photosynthesis. How does it actually happen? Now see here, you can see the plant, see the roots of the plant here, they take water and minerals from here and it gives to the stem, and the stem carry this to the leaves and it gives to the leaves through the leaf stalk, and leaf stalk will give it to the midrib and to the veins, and it will go to all parts of the leaf. Okay. And from the air, you see, from the air they take carbon dioxide, and from the sun, you see here, from the sun they get sunlight. Okay. So, using this all sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and minerals, and already green leaves they have chlorophyll. Okay. And with all these they prepare food and oxygen, and that food will be stored in different parts of the plant. Actually, main part of the food will be used for the growth of the plant, their development, their reproduction, all activity, life activities of the plant. Excess food, that is extra food which they have prepared, will be stored at different parts of the plant, and then oxygen produced will be sent out to the air. So, carbon dioxide is taken, oxygen is sent out. This is the complete process of photosynthesis. Okay. That is all for today. Thank you.